Hello and welcome to Murphy's Garden. It's been some time since we've done a video, but we have been really busy pushing on with jobs over the winter period. There is a tendency to sort of put the garden to bed for the winter, but actually we find that this is a really good opportunity to push on with the big jobs, so like the hard landscaping and the big projects, because obviously during the summer period there's so much to do with mowing the grass and weeding and deadheading and watering and planting that there just isn't the time to sort of make the big changes. So for that reason I find this is a really exciting time of the year, because this is when things really happen. Of course the weather during the winter months can be horrible, but with the right clothes and lots of layers and waterproofs, there's really very little reason not to get out, and it certainly does wonders for both your physical and mental health just to get outside and have that sense of achievement. The only weather that really puts a halt to gardening activities is the snow. We did have lots of snow a few weeks ago, which was lovely. The garden did look magical and we enjoyed playing in it. Murphy particularly absolutely loves the snow. So one of the biggest projects this year has been this seating area. Although we did start it earlier in the year, we've really managed to push on with it over the autumn and winter period, and it is near completion. So in this video, I just want to, I'm going to do it in two parts. The first part, we're going to talk about the design and the construction of the site. And then in part two, we're going to look at how to plant a yew hedge. We've got lots of hedging, as I've done showing you in the past in other videos. We've got other yew hedging, but I've just planted some yew hedging, as you can see behind me. So I'm just going to go through some of the tips on planting one.
This part of the garden has evolved over the last couple of years. We designed and built the parterre in 2018 using cobble sets. The crossroads of path leads to different areas of the garden. One path leads straight ahead to the large herbaceous borders, another to the shed and vegetable garden, and another into what will be this new seating area. This area gets the lovely evening sunshine, and as we have a north-facing house, areas near the property are cast into shade by the evening. We thought we would like to create a new area where we can eat and enjoy the sun as it goes down, and which, with the addition of lighting, is transformed after dark. The criteria for this space was for it to be very sheltered from the elements and to feel private and self-contained. We didn't want a path leading from the seating area out into the rest of the garden, as that would spoil this feeling of intimacy, but we obviously needed a way to exit the garden and transition into the garden beyond. We settled on the idea of a green walled passage, similar I suppose to a hallway in a house. The area at one end would have a focal point to lead the eye, and at the other the exit into the garden beyond. We wanted to have another exciting area to lead to the next part of the garden. We played about with curves and settled on a gentle curve passing through two borders on either side, leading to the grass area beyond and perhaps future projects. Having a lot of herbaceous borders which die back in winter made us think that the garden would really benefit from an area which looks good at this time of year. Realising the importance of colour to enliven the mood no matter what time of year, we thought this area could be our winter garden, planted with shrubs and perhaps a tree, which would look good all year round, but especially in the dark months of winter. We're in the exciting phase of researching which plants would look best for these beds, and perhaps I will show you what we decided in the future videos. Any suggestions are most welcome. After rotavating these beds, Alistair made a gully and filled it with hardcore in preparation for adding edging stones to frame these borders. We have also prepared the big herbaceous borders in the same way and around the Irish yews, and plan to edge these areas too, giving continuity and linking the areas together and making maintenance easier too. Back to the new seating area. We began by clearing away the excessive rubble which had accumulated on the site from other jobs. Josh helped with the digger. Alistair levelled the site using fine MOT crush which he compacted. He checked levels using a water line, allowing a fall of 1 in 80 to permit the natural surface drainage of rainwater. The preparation and groundwork done, he was finally ready to lay. He began by laying the new cobble path. This is a continuation from the parterre. We are using reclaimed granite cobble sets. These actually came from the streets of Liverpool. They were very challenging to lay as they vary in size and depth, and so have to be sorted and graded into similar sizes and are incredibly labour intensive to lay. The stones were laid and then they were grouted and the path was complete. The addition of a statue, which was a gift, completed the look by providing a focal point. The next job was to lay large slate flagstones to create a walkway to a patio area. The site was then edged with pressure-treated timber to contain the gravel and define the edge. At this point, Alistair put in the electrics. We want to be able to enjoy the garden in the dark and add lighting once it's all completed. We then did the fun part, my favourite, pouring on the gravel. Unfortunately, a week of cold weather meant that the gravel was frozen, and I had to be patient and wait for it to defrost before it could be raked into place. Suddenly the area looked transformed. The next job was the hedge planting. Join us in part 2 as we plant the hedges and complete the area.
Thanks for watching, and join me again in the next video. Bye for now.